The Dish Network Hopper system is the most advanced HD DVR on the market. That's a whole home HD DVR. The Dish Network Hopper, this is our training at Silver Star, and I'm going to take you through the following information and bulleted lists here. It's a 3-tuner box. It's a 2 terabyte hard drive, that's 2,000 hours of SD and 500 hours of HD. It's got prime time anytime. It's got Sling Dish Network Anywhere app. It's got on demand. It's got Dish apps. So those are some of the bulleted lists of things that we're going to cover in our Dish Network Hopper training. So let's go take a look at the Hopper. So the Dish Network Hopper is a 3-tuner box, and if you got your remote and you hit this red button right here, it brings up your tuners. So as you can see, the one tuner's watching, that's the Joey right here, watching CNN. Got Fast and Loud recording right here. And the Final Four, Kentucky. So if we're watching something live there that's not on a local channel, and we've got something recording there, and we've got something recording there, any other TV in the house can watch any of the locals, because anytime you're watching a local, it's only using one tuner. So it's a 3-tuner system, but if you add a Super Joey in place of Joey, then it'll add 2 more tuners to that system, giving this a 5-tuner system. So if 3's not enough, we can always do a Super Joey. So the Joeys, for instance, are what goes on TV 2, 3, and 4, and this is the Dish Network Hopper with Sling. And the Joey is a thin client that operates and uses a tuner of this system. So if you have a Super Joey in another room, it has its own 2 tuners which are available on the network. So that solves the problem of the tuners. And then there's a wireless Joey soon to come out that will be able to move from room to room. So that gives you a little more mobility. So if we look at the tuners here, so one of the first things, we're going to program the remote, then the red button turns the TV on and off, the big red button turns the Hopper on and off. Cancel takes whatever's on the screen off, and we can arrow up or arrow down through the channels with these buttons, and we can hit the guide button and arrow up or down through the channels with the arrow buttons, or the page button will go up a sheet at a time. In the guide, if I just hit a number, it'll go to that number. So if I hit 2, I can cruise up through the channels, or page up or down through the channels, and you can see how responsive. It's the fastest response time of any set-top box on the market. Got the largest hard drive. It's got the, so right here, Hopper View multi-channels and HBO preview. There's always something going on there. If you see a plus in the guide, it's a Sirius Music. This is Sirius XM. If I click on that, it blows it up. So it's a collapsible menu, and I can cruise up or down through that. I don't want to go through all of the music channels every time, so I'm going to collapse that, and then I can cruise up through the channels. So 2, 6, 8, 12, all of our regular channels are in the hundreds. History, 140, we're going to get into some sports with the ESPNs. Fox Sports 1. Come up through here, you got NBA, NFL, NHL, and some music. Got some cartoons. And at 200, we got Discovery and Animal Planet, TLC, and Net Geo, and OWN. And at 200, we got all the news. Above that, we got Spike, RFD, and when we got some church. And at 300, all the movie channels, HBO, Star, Showtime, Cinemax, Encore, and then the Blockbuster channels. So the Blockbuster channels are from Sundance here up. So here are all the Blockbuster channels. Those are $10 a month, free for 3 months on a new promotion. Then you got Outdoor, Fox Sports 2, horse racing and golf and tennis and Big Ten and Pac-12 and Root regional sports packages. And that's the programming and where they're at. So in the guide, if we're going to set a recording, we can absolutely do that lickety-split by just hitting select on something that's not on yet. Record this or record series. So as you can see, prepare this for mobile is if I have an iPad with the Dish Anywhere app and this box is hooked up to the Wi-Fi or the internet in the house, then I can transfer stuff through that Wi-Fi onto the hard drive of my iPad. So then if I'm on a plane or somewhere where I don't have an internet connection, I can watch those shows. So I can prepare this for mobile when I set up the recording, or I can do that when I'm transferring. It just takes longer to transfer them at that point. So I usually set up record series. And in here I'm going to go only new. You can go only new and reruns. And you can put it in a folder, you can protect it. It's a 2 terabyte hard drive. So unless you want to keep it forever, there's no sense in that because the old things roll off as you record new things. We can keep 20 events, 25, 1, or all. Start it early, end it late, go 5 minutes later, 90 minutes. I can move it up and down the priority list by hitting select there. And I can hit create. I'm going to hit cancel, and you navigate with the arrow buttons, and the enter button is the select in the middle. So that goes over how to set a recording. If I'm just on a channel, I can hit record or I can hit pause. So if I hit record, it's just going to record that. If I hit pause, I can pause it for up to 90 minutes. And as you can see, it's clicking off time here, and that's how many seconds you're getting away from live TV. So this button skips forward 30, this one skips back 10, rewind and fast forward, and the more times you hit them, the faster you go, and then play. So if I hit play, it's going to resume. If I skip forward 30 seconds, it's going to skip forward, and it wasn't 30, so it'll go to live TV. I can always go back 10 seconds or rewind, and the more times I hit it, the faster it goes, all the way back to when I first started watching this channel, or 90 minutes. So if I skip 30 forward, so if I hit it 5 or 6 times, you can see it's adding them up here. And then I can fast forward, and when it gets to live TV, it's just going to say live TV. So now on the bottom, because it's a 3-tuner box, I can use 2 tuners on picture-in-picture and enable picture-in-picture. And I don't want to see that because I'm recording that. So you can swap them, go side by side, go large, position, move it around, as you saw there. I'm going to close it, but picture-in-picture is available to you on the Hopper. Also, then to go to your recordings, once you've set one, you hit the DVR button right there. When you hit the DVR button, so this Hopper system is a tile-based looking application like an iPhone or an iPad, and it's right now on my recordings, and all of these are all of my recordings. And if I go down through here, you can see there's a number, 14, 3. That's how many recordings are in those folders. And if you delete one, it'll stay in the recycle bin there, deleted recordings, for 2 days. The ones with the kangaroo on it were recorded through primetime. And if they're recorded through primetime, the next day they'll catch a kangaroo in the corner, which means that you can auto hop through commercials. So let's cover what primetime is, and if we go back out to the guide and I hit 2, it'll take us to channel 2, and we can look at the local channels. And as you can see, all of the locals in HD have a little PT by them. So I've enabled primetime, and it's going to record all of our locals in HD from 8 to 11 every day. And it'll record all 4 of those with just 1 tuner. So that leaves us with 2 tuners, or if we had a Super Joey on there, 4 tuners in addition to that, for a total of either 6 or 8 recordings at the same time with primetime enabled. So if I go to the primetime folder, all of these shows will stay in here for 8 days unless I save them out to the hard drive. So if we go to one, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. here, and then it'll tell you how much you've watched of them, whether they're new, And if the prime time's enabled, tell you all about it, the episode, what episode it is. And if I start over, then it asks me if I want to auto hop. I hit yes and it starts. So when it hits a commercial, it'll automatically skip through the commercial for you, which is the most amazing feature. So in addition to the hard drive and all of the things it'll do, while you're on live TV, you can hit the blue button. The blue button will bring up the apps on the bottom. It's a quick thing. You can go to Game Finder and it'll show you all the games, and you can set recordings from that and look at the scores. Pandora Radio, Weather Channel, social media with Facebook. Mobile Quick Start Guide just tells you how to set up your sling. And when I do an install, I usually help them do that. And then special offers, and it's March Madness right now, so we got multi-channel view and bracket view. So you can look at the brackets and see what everybody, it'll give you all the standings and see where I went wrong. So here's where we're at with the brackets, and right now we're playing that game. So if I hit cancel, takes that off. View live TV will take you all the way back out to live TV, as it did just now. And if we hit search, it'll do search. So I can either go keyboard or filter, and I can filter by TV shows or sports, and I can pick what kind of sport, what if it's a movie, what rating, and show results, and it'll bring back all the results. So if I hit cancel, cancel, cancel out of there, if I go to menu over here, what's hot? All right, here's the things that happen over the internet when the boxes happen hooked to the internet. What's hot? The on-demand and the apps, the help, and the what's hot just tells you what everybody else is watching, either here or nationally. And the on-demand is kind of the hero in here, and there's a bunch of free movies depending on your package and what's available. So if I cruise over here, I can see all titles. It's about 4,000, and these are movies for rent. Here's free TV shows. So if I like the Vikings or I never saw it and I want to get caught up, there's how you get caught up. So there they all are. Cancel takes you back one space, so we're right back here. Movies for rent, so on-demand stuff that's for rent, it'll have a little $ by it, and you can set parental controls to keep people from doing that to you. And then free TV shows, kids stuff, and browse by channel. So if I like HBO, if I have HBO in my package, and it's free for the first 3 months on a new customer. And then it has featured documentaries, kids, movies, and series. If I go over to series, for instance, it'll bring up all of the HBO series. So I can cruise through here. There's even old ones in here like Deadwood. So if you go to Deadwood, it was a 3-season run. Season 1, maybe I never saw it. Want to start from the beginning, go there, hit watch, HD free. I mean by hitting select watch now or watch later. I'm going to watch later. I'm going to hit view live TV button, bounce me all the way back out to where we were, hit the DVR button, and then what we're doing on demand goes into the rentals folder. So if we go to the rentals folder right now, it'll take us and it'll see that this Deadwood is streaming and available for 22 more days. So I got grandkids. Power Rangers are big. And also in here are apps, and this will tell you how to do the mobile thing. So Hopper with Sling and the mobile is, if I have, I'll just do it on my phone. So my phone's on Sprint network, and if I fire up my phone, hopefully it won't ring here. And if I go find the Dish Anywhere app, so to get it started after you've hooked up service and you hooked your box to the internet, If you go to mydish.com with your account number and your PIN or your phone number, you can create an account and at mydish.com, and when you do that, it'll attach that box, and then you'll go to the top and it'll say enter, you'll create your online ID and password. That online ID and password is what you use to get into this app. So you download this little red Dish Anywhere app, and then the first time it'll ask for your online password and ID, and then from then on it'll just log you in. So that box is on the internet, and this is going to hook up to that box over the internet. And you have a guide here. You can look at your DVR, on-demand stuff. Anything you can do here, you can do on your phone. If I wanted to watch something, let's spoil the basketball game real quick, and if I hit watch, it's gonna fire it up, it's gonna optimize, it's gonna sync up to my box, and it's gonna throw video over an IP address, and there it is. Oh, gotta cancel that. So that's how you do the Dish Anywhere, and I can do that from anywhere. So if we're looking at the other rooms that are attached to this box, you're talking about a Joey. So if we pan over here, so this TV right here is hooked to that box through a Joey. So if we take a look, I mounted it to the wall, has little mounting screws and hooks. It's real small, and it's hooked up through HDMI, which whole home HD DVR. So every room is HD, and every room has the same features as the main TV. So as you can see, it's got the same guide, it's got the same GUI interface, same reaction time, and if I hit the DVR button, it's got the same hard drive. So everything that's on that hard drive is available here. Same things are happening. So it's just an extension of that box, unless it's Super Joey, in which case then it's got additional 2 tuners. So if you go to menu, here's a couple tricks here. Settings and network setup. You can hook up your broadband by hitting that and reset wireless network or wireless network setup. Or you can just try to go to an on-demand show, and it'll automatically take you to the wireless setup, and it'll ask for your password, jump on your network, and it'll all turn green and say, okay, you're good to go. So once you're on the internet, then if you need to program this remote to that TV, first the DVR defaults right there. If you go into that, you can go to primetime. That's how you enable or disable the primetime anytime feature. Some people don't want it. Most people do. And if you go to the remote right here, it's easy to program this remote to the TV. You just select the TV code, then you select what brand it is, and then it'll automatically search through it, and if the volume works, you say yes. If it doesn't, you say no. Until the volume works, then you say yes. So also on the Hopper, there is a Bluetooth feature to where you can set it up to 2 Bluetooth devices. So if this is something that only on the Hopper, not on the others, so you can set it up to Bluetooth. It'll pair to a Bluetooth device, find and locate. I had a customer come in and I hooked up to his Bluetooth and he was listening to my TV. So it works real well. And that's everything that we have to show you on the Hopper for a quick tutorial on how to use it. And I hope you enjoyed it. And if you don't have one or don't have Dish Network service, I would love to earn your business and hook it up, and always check back for updates on anything new with our channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out on Google Plus and give us some nice comments. I appreciate that, and have a great day.